Hi, Mariana. How are you?
I'm fine, and you?
I'm doing well, thank you. Just arrived
Were you
from.
calling me before I answer you? Because I just came to the computer.
No,
No?
no.
Okay. Okay.
Hello. How are you now?
How are you? Como você tá? Foi tudo?
Hi. How are you?
How are you, filha?
So they are well now. They
Yeah,
are.
yeah.
Oh, that's good. Yeah.
Diz
Okay.
como você tá. Ela perguntou. Como você tá? Diz,
Hi.
I'm doing well.
Yes. Yes. When somebody asks you and you are healthy, you're okay. You say I'm doing well.
Você entendeu? Agora diz pra ela. And say good night.
Good night.
Bye bye.
Bye bye. Bye bye. They're so cute. Are they learning English now too at
Yeah,
school?
they just came from their English class. They
Oh.
they study English at school,
Mm-hmm.
but it's very simple, like scholars and forms, and they study English in Tuesday and
On Tuesday.
Tuesday and Thursday. They do a course that is 4 hours per week.
Uh-huh. At school or online?
No, no,
At
it's an English school.
Oh, okay, okay, that's good. Okay. So that
You
when
can,
when you come here it will be easier, but kids, they can easily acquire a language.
yeah.
Very
And
easily.
we put them in the beginning of the year of this year in February
Mm,
to just to introduce them because we
yeah.
know that the important will be important to just when we arrive and they will get very fast. But we wanted to don't scare them
We
when they
wanted
arrive.
not to. We
We
wanted
wanted
not.
not to scare them
Mm, exactly.
because I don't know if it will work because when everybody's talking, I think everybody are talking. I think that won't understand, but we are trying.
No, no, you know what? Kids. Yeah, like those kids, Brazilian kids, like 7, 8, especially younger than 7, they can easily acquire, they can easily adjust, you know? It's so
Yes,
easy for them.
I was reading now. I finished my class 20 minutes ago and I was reading my email and I received like their grades from their English course.
Mm,
And I saw many information about what they are going to see in this next month.
yeah.
And I read, I don't remember the word, but let me check. I read on the wrong accent. And my daughter corrected me. She said, no, mom,
Corrected me.
corrected me. I said, nose, nose,
Nose, yeah.
no. I said, nose. And she said, mom's is nose.
Yeah. Okay, your sound is longer.
Yeah, yeah. But because in Portuguese we say,
Oh, sorry. sorry. I didn't realize that it was not plugged.
No
Yeah.
problem.
Okay. So
It
anyway,
was
you
freezed. Yes, it was
oh
freeze. Freeze?
you were
You
freezing,
were freeze.
or
Yeah,
you can say you went on froze. You were frozen.
you were frozen.
Yeah. Okay. So you were talking about your daughter correcting you.
Yeah,
Okay. So
about the
meaning
nose. We
nose.
call in Portuguese we say nose, nose. So
Ah.
she was correcting me too. She don't say this Z.
Yeah.
Just
Okay. So anyway, it will be very, very easy for them. Now, good thing, Juliana's son can speak both very fluently English and Portuguese. So it will
nice.
be the same thing for your kids. Okay, by the way, so you took the Duolingo test, and did
Yeah,
you did
I
you
took it
review?
again yesterday.
Did you review for this?
I can't. I don't receive the specific questions that I see the mistakes. We just see the grades.
Yeah, but did you take any review classes for Duolingo?
No,
Was it your first time to take the test, or you already took some one before?
I took a month ago and I got 100 scores.
100.
100 and I need 110 to my university. And I was trying to because when we I got two tests in August and I couldn't do anymore since a month
Oh yeah,
because
because you
I
can,
thought
yeah, you can only take, I think, I don't know, probably once a month or two times a month.
2 times a month
Okay, two times a month. Yeah.
and I got 90 95 and then I got 100 and I was waiting one more month and I took it last week. I don't remember. Oh, one Wednesday, the day of our class. But I did not a very good grade. It was 100 again. And I think yesterday I got another one. But I think that it was similar to the other ones. I'm waiting for the
Ah,
scores.
so meaning you haven't received the result yet of the last one.
No, they
Oh,
asked 2 days. I think that tomorrow I will receive.
oh yeah. Okay. So which part of the test was difficult for you?
Sometimes they change the questions with no introduction. So sometimes we are waiting for something and they start to telling something and we need to write and this is the hardest questions and the ones that I need to write because they have a very tiny time and it's not like the IELTS, the Duolingo, the time to write is very fast. And
Exactly.
sometimes I know that I do mistakes in my sentence, but I can't go back to check.
You can or you can't.
Can't. Because I don't have time. When I see the time is uh,
Yeah. So you only have little time, not tiny, little.
little,
Yeah, you only have.
but time is like little.
Yeah, 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 it's similar. But little time or short time. You have this very short time to finish all the tasks. That's actually the problem with Duolingo. It's easier, like the content of the test is easier than IELTS, but the
Yeah,
thing is the
yeah,
time constraint is
yeah, yeah.
challenging. Okay, so I already marked your writing. Okay, and okay, let me share. I will explain and I will send it later to you. Okay. Mm, okay, academic. There you go. Okay, here. So this is the task, and this was your original writing, and this is with improvements. Okay. And it's possible that you get 6.5, or if the rater is not very strict, then it's possible that you also get 7 here. So 6.5 to 7. Okay. So if you look at this, so be careful with this, Mariana, like the pie charts, it's in the plural form. So you have to use the word have. Okay. So
Pie charts.
the pie charts
We
above.
call pizza charts here.
Pardon me?
Pizza charts. Here we
Ah,
call
you
this
call
kind of
this.
graph.
Okay. So this one is the pie charts above have shown information. Now, information is always singular. It's non-count.
It's
So
like
there's,
data.
yeah. So there's no S form for this. Okay. So information about coffee. So there are three kinds of data: consumption, production. Now you need a comma here. If you are enumerating something in series, for example, before the word "and", before the last one, there should be a comma. So consumption, production, comma, and profit distribution. So it,
This is optional. This is common.
okay. Yeah, so it is easy and clear to identify that the blue, instead of using slide, you can use part, section, or portion, represent the biggest one in its chart, right? Because in its chart, you can see the blue ones. The blue ones have the highest percentages, right? Okay. So let's continue. Okay. So when we are looking for the highest consumer of coffee, we can affirm that it is, there should be it there, that it is Europe. For example, consuming 42% of the whole production in the world, followed by America. Now, instead of using the word that, it should be which. So we call this identifying clause. So it's a comma, America, comma, and then which, not the word that, because there's a comma, which represents 39% in the consumption. Now, in the third and fourth place are, okay, the
It's
the the rest of the world 12% and Japan 8% respectively. So it should be at the end. This one. Okay?
respectively.
Yeah, respectively, yeah. Okay, so studying the factors, the one, because you're only referring to one country, the one that produces, that one should be with S. The coffee for the world, the most. So you don't need this, it's South Africa. So you say studying the factor, the one that produces the coffee for the world the most is South Africa. That would make sense more instead of okay,
Studying the factors, the one that produce the coffee for the world the most. Okay.
is South Africa. Okay, now it produces. So you should have a period, and then it produces almost half of the total production of the world. Now you can also say at 44%. So instead of using just, okay, here at 44%. So like you can use the word at before a number. That's also possible. Okay. Now with 22%, Indonesia is the second producer, known as, followed by Japan 18% and Vietnam 16%, or at 16%. Okay. Now the last part of this analysis, so I put I instead of E because you're only analyzing one information or one data. Okay. So
Okay.
is because the one with E is plural form.
Okay.
Okay, the last part of this analysis is about profit distribution. It is, okay, absolutely profitable for the deliveries. It is absolutely profitable for the deliveries, which hold 51% of the profit distribution. So you don't need to use of the sector. And then retailers get 20% of this money, and the producers held just 10% of the profit in the sector. So you don't need this one.
It's okay to use hold.
Hell, this one.
Whole 51%.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, hold because
Okay.
you are referring to this deliveries. It's in the plural form. Yeah, held just 10% of the profit in the sector. So this is around 6.5. Okay, now here I will show you two, I should say. There are two model answers. Okay, so this is model answer 1, and there are 192 words, and the sample answer is 177. So here, I would just like you to read so that you will actually kind of like realize, like, okay, I should have used this word. Okay, can you please read the first paragraph, Mariana?
The pie charts correlate global coffee consumption, coffee production in four countries, as well as profit distribution among business segments related to coffee.
Mm-hmm.
It is obvious that Europeans
Europeans.
and Americans are the primary coffee consumers, while
South.
South Africa is the largest coffee producer among the given countries. Moreover, companies that deliver coffee make more profit than other organizations that do business in this industry.
Okay. So that's the first paragraph. Okay. Is it clear?
Yeah.
Like, okay. Now, next please.
I don't know how to use this moreover.
Moreover, like what about in addition?
Okay.
Yeah, it's similar. Moreover, in addition, furthermore, and the simplest would be also. Furthermore, in addition, moreover.
Because I think that improves my vocabulary.
Yeah. So instead of using also, furthermore, or probably in addition, you can use moreover. Yeah?
According to the illustration,
No, Europeans.
Drink more than 40% coffee, which is the highest rate of coffee intake in the world. America
Consumes
2% less than that, while Japanese dissipate only 80% of global coffee.
Okay, so dissipate is another word for consume. Yeah, it's kind of like synonym. Okay.
Rest of the world merely consume 12% coffee.
This one is merely. Yeah, so the E is silent. Merely. Okay. Okay, consumes 12%.
Africa contributes to 44% coffee production, which is the highest. Indonesia harvests 22% coffee, exactly half of the South Africa coffee assembly. Japan and Vietnam make 18% and 16% coffee respectively. Interestingly, despite Japan's being one of the top countries to produce coffee, its consumption ratio is comparatively low.
Ratio. Yeah, well, it's because they drink more tea.
This paragraph, for me, it's not very clear.
Okay. So South Africa contributes 44% coffee production, which is the highest. Is it true?
Okay.
Yeah. Indonesia harvests 22% coffee, exactly half of the South African coffee assembly. Okay. Japan and Vietnam make 18% and 16% coffee respectively, and you mentioned this as well, right?
Yeah. Respectively in the
Yes. Interestingly, despite Japan's being one of the top countries to produce coffee, its consumption ratio is comparatively lower. Ratio is comparatively lower. Well,
Okay,
it's probably because they drink tea more than coffee.
yeah.
Okay, the last part, last paragraph.
Finally, more than half of the profit from coffee is made by the delivery industry. Coffee retailers' share of profit is roughly a quarter, while coffee
Producers.
producers and exporters make 10% and 15% profits respectively.
Yeah. So it did not mention the 51%, but it says here share of profits is roughly a quarter, while coffee producers, exporters make 10 and 15 profits respectively. So do you think this is a good interpretation of the chart?
Yeah,
Okay, there are 192 words. Well, it's a little bit detailed, you know. And this one is 177 words. Okay, so anyway, let's see again so that you will have an idea how it should be described or interpreted. So it says here the three pie charts give information about global coffee production, consumption, and profit from numerous coffee related businesses. That's the introduction. Okay, so can you please continue?
sure.
This one.
Overall, Europeans and Americans drink the highest amount of coffee, while South Africa is the biggest producer. Additionally, the coffee delivery service is the most profitable business among those companies.
Okay, this is another word for moreover. Additionally, in addition, yeah. Okay.
Additionally, I don't like to use these words that use two D's, two L's because I confuse sometimes.
Wait.
Which letters we need to double.
Which one? Which word?
Additionally,
Yeah.
there are two G's,
And two L's. Yeah, the spelling.
we don't use these letters together.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
common to like when I'm writing, I will double the T instead
Oh,
of the D. So I
okay.
prefer to don't write.
Okay, yeah, yeah. I prefer not to use it. I prefer not to use it. Yeah, yeah. I know. I totally understand.
Moreover,
Yeah, so you can use in addition, moreover. Yeah. Okay.
additionally, the country's delivery service is more profitable business among those compared. To begin with, citizens of Europe and America consume coffee 4 times as much as the rest of the world. Japan, whose production accounts for 18% internationally, only consume a mere 8% of global coffee.
Yeah.
It is worth noticing that South Africa
Produces.
produces 44% of the coffee, more than anywhere else, which is exactly double than the coffee production in Indonesia, the country that makes the second largest coffee. Along with South Africa, Indonesia, and Japan, Vietnam also harvests coffee in the amount of 16%.
Okay, now if you look at this line, Mariana, something is wrong, meaning something to be corrected. So if you look at this, the amount is 16%. So there is a subject and there is a verb, right? And there is the word and before this. So meaning you need a comma here. There you go. See?
Regarding
Yeah.
profit distribution, it can be seen that more than half of it goes to the coffee delivery industry. Retailers get approximately a quarter, while the figure for coffee producers profit is only 15%. The remaining 10% is what exporters receive.
Yeah. So anyway, these are model answers, and I will send this later to you. Yeah, so that you can compare. Okay, now the second task. This one. Oh, where's the second task? Okay, here. So anyway, you've got 283 words, which is a good length, like 250, 270, 280. So it's not too long, not too short. Okay,
In the
so
back, I can check how many words I'm writing.
well, actually, if you do the computer-based test, you don't need to because you can actually see the computer will count your words.
Okay.
But
So
when you
I will do a computer test.
yeah, but then when you, for example, do the paper-based test, you count per line. So it's like 10 to 12 words per line. If you already have, let's say, 15 lines for task 1, meaning you already have 150 words or more. And then for the second task, 250 lines with 10 words to 12, meaning you already have 250 words or more. Yeah. Yeah. But if it's computer based, you don't need to worry because it will count for you. Okay, so there are only few improvements that I made. So, for example, this one, instead of I risk saying not to say, I risk saying that it is difficult to find banknotes in, well, actually, here you can also say in this current days. You can also add in this current days instead of using nowadays because you already use.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So, well, but then it's better to use this current tense. Okay, so I risk saying, okay? Now, well, it's not totally wrong to use the phrase the present, but it's better if you say in the past people received banknotes from the bank automatically because it was useful, comma, different from what it is right now. Different from the present, it's like kind of hanging. So it's different from what it is right now. So here, I don't totally understand what you exactly mean. Because actually there was a comma here and then you said that we need to ask the bank for this way of payment, and sometimes we also pay for these papers. What do you exactly mean, Mariana?
Because here we need to ask to the bank
We need to ask the bank, or we need, yeah, we need to ask
to
the,
ask
mhm, the bank.
to get this
Paper money, banknotes.
paper. Yeah. No, banknotes. Yeah. We
Mm-hmm.
need to ask. It's not automatic. In the past, it was automatically to arrive in our home many runs because it's very common to use. So they know we need to go to the bank and or use like an ATM. Get their newspapers, or we need to go inside the bank and ask to ask to print this kind of paper.
Oh, you mean like in the past, long, long time ago?
Yeah, I think 10 years ago. I remember was it me receiving these papers
Oh, okay.
in
It's
my
a
home.
different system in your case.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Because I was like wondering, sometimes we also pay for these papers because I don't remember. Like we go to the bank to withdraw, meaning withdraw to get some money, like banknotes, and then we don't need to pay anything. But in Brazil, you need
But
to pay.
also depends your fee, your account fee. Depends, you need to pay for the additional services. And
Uh-huh.
this one can be an additional service. But depends on your kind of account.
Aha, so this is okay, okay. So probably what you wanted to say, we need to ask the bank for this way of payment, and sometimes we also get charged.
Yeah.
Aha. Uh, yeah. Uh, I don't know if this is exactly from the bank.
We need to ask the bank for this way of payment, and sometimes you will also get charged. Yeah.
For a certain
Certain
fee,
fee.
if we
So it
withdraw.
is.
Uh-huh, okay. So that's what you wanted to say.
Yeah.
Okay, okay. Yeah, yeah, of course, like in the past, yes, I think, yeah, there's like we get charged, like a certain fee, like we get charged a certain fee if we, get money from the bank. Okay. So anyway, okay, online is only, I mean, it's one word, always one word,
Yeah.
okay? And then here you don't need the word that. So, okay, so if you look at this, the biggest advantage of using cards is the practicality, which is true. We can know online if we have money or credit in our account, and also we do not need to hold too much money to pay whatever we want. Okay? Now, especially in Brazil, you don't need the word that here. It is not secured to go away with money in our wallets, or instead of to go away, I think it should be better to keep.
Okay. But I want to say walking in open space. You know what I want to say?
Mm-hmm. Okay, it's not secured to. Okay, hello? Are you still with me?
Yeah, but I'm not seeing your screen. Okay, it's that.
Okay, it's back. Okay. So what about this one? To keep and walk around with money. To keep.
Walk around. Yes, walk around. Go
Okay.
away is when you go and you don't go back.
You
Yeah.
travel. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Go away. To walk around
Walk around.
with
Yeah.
money. Or, okay, to walk around with money. Okay, that's it.
Not
It's not
secure
secure
to walk
to.
around in your wallets or bags. Yeah.
Okay. For example, now instead of using would, it should be will. So this is first conditional. If I will,
I will buy an expensive present.
yeah, like a jewelry, not us. Oh, by the way, here, walk around with a huge amount. I think that's it's okay to walk around with a small amount of money, but I think huge amount of money, it's not safe, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
to walk around with huge amount of money in our wallets or bags. Okay. So for example, if I will buy an expensive present like a jewelry. So I prefer to use a card. There should be a, and do not need to go to a shopping center and carrying. I think this is what you wanted to say, carrying
Yeah. Yeah.
an amount of money with me. Okay. Another advantage is that I can pay in more than one. I can pay in more than one time, like 3 or even 6 times. No need for a comma if I'm paying in a credit way. Okay. I'm paying in. Well, I'm paying by a credit card.
Yeah, but I have already used credit card before.
No, no, no. But this
But
one
I
is
use
in
it
by.
with
I'm paying by. No. Okay, this one. I'm paying.
my credit. Can I use this?
Yeah, by credit card. It's okay. Okay, so by paying by credit card. Yeah. So if I'm paying by credit card, that's better. Okay,
Pay
this one I erased. Paying several times is also possible by using banknotes too, right? Like several times.
yeah.
It is not very safe for the stores and sellers. Now, you don't need a comma before the word
Okay.
because it
And
shows
then
a
with
cause.
plus plus.
Because they do not know if the consumer or customer, this one is more of customer.
Okay.
Yeah, customer
Has.
really has, because you only mention customer here.
But if I use the customers,
Yeah, but if you use customers, yeah, like 1 second, I need to correct the spelling. Yeah, of course, when you use customer, if the customers, so it should be with S, then that's correct. Yeah, but if since you use only customer, if the customer really has the possibility to pay the next, I think you wanted to say next bills.
yeah.
Okay, so it's not quota. Next
Okay.
bills. So laterally or recently, we are also, so it should be, we are also using another way of payment in Brazil, period, not comma, period. It is called PIX, where we, okay, no comma, where we transfer the money at the exact time. No ly. This should be read.
Exactly.
At, no, no, not exactly. At the exact time. We transfer the money at the exact time. But then when you say, that's correct, we exactly pay
Except pay the money. At a particular time. Okay.
yeah. Okay, so this kind of payment is very trustful. Yeah, 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 okay. Or you can also say this kind of payment is very reliable. That's another word that you can use. Do you know reliable, Mariana?
Yeah.
Something that you can depend on, something that you can trust. Okay. In conclusion, the use of coins and banknotes will be lesser. Okay, so there's a line, we need a comma there. There you go. So it's not more and more few, but it will be lesser. So the use of coins and banknotes will be lesser, and ways of payments will appear to give us practicality and more security. Okay, secure is either a verb or an adjective, and you need a noun.
Okay.
Yeah. So again, in this case, you might get around 6 to 6.5, but then if the rater is very considerate, because you were able, by the way, here, look at this, Mariana. It says discuss the advantages and disadvantages of this. But you focus more on the advantages. I think you didn't mention of any. Is there any disadvantage? I think there's none. No.
No.
Yeah, so please, when you,
The cards, no.
yeah,
I put that disadvantage of the other modes of payment.
yeah, okay. So next, for example, when you get something like this in the actual test, make sure you focus on this. Like after the topic, so it asks you to do something like discuss, explain the advantages of this. So you focus only on the advantages, but it asks you to give the, the benefits and the disadvantages of this. So you should be able to discuss both. Okay, because again, some raters are very particular, some are very considerate, but we don't know, right? Okay, so let's do some. Now your listening, you got 26 out of 40, and that would be 6. Now you are still kind of safe because you are still within what is required, because you are required to get overall of 6.5, but you should not be getting any of the area with 6 lower than 6. So
Yeah.
always aim higher than 6 to be safe. Okay, and I know that you can do it. you know I think it all depends on the set of tests that is given to you, for example, and I hope that you will get an average or easy set, not the difficult one. But usually with academic, it's a little bit challenging. So if you can get 110 or higher in your Duolingo, you don't need the IELTS anymore, right?
Yeah, I was trying to do my IELTS for apply faster kind of visa, but I don't want this kind of thing anymore because it's very expensive. I need to have too much money to prove my capacity to live in Canada. So we started your process in the website, the consular, yeah,
You mean like the website in the immigration?
yeah, yeah.
The
And we used my letter from the university, but now it's really I don't need this IELTS anymore because I think that is better. It's easier to get this 110 for Duolingo. And if I got 6.5, I will carry this with me. I will hold this with me to use to my immigration next year. I
yeah,
think
yeah,
that
yeah.
I can use in 2 years. Yeah.
Yeah, there is a validity of 2 years, but the thing is, you can only use academic for, like student permit. When you apply for immigration, you will have to take the general.
Oh, so it don't. I won't use for my immigration. I was thinking about my immigration, but I can use this first for my PhD that I want to apply.
Yes, yes, you can use this for a
Anymore.
student permit or
I was
student visa.
trying to gain time and to because I don't have too much time. And when we started our classes, I was trying to take every possibilities that
Mhm.
I can get. So I tried to do my Duolingo. I don't know if I will get this course, but I can try again in November. It's very cheaper, and I think that it's
It's much
easier,
cheaper.
much cheaper, and I think that it is easier than have 6.5 in IELTS. But if I have 6.5, I don't need Duolingo anymore, and I can hold this course with me to the next year, and I don't know, but I don't
Oh,
really
okay,
need it to be
Mariana.
settled like I want.
So you are applying for a student visa, right?
Yeah,
And of course, you need now until January 2022, you need either the IELTS or Duolingo. So you can take Duolingo. If you get 110 or higher, you qualify. Okay?
oh,
You, you,
they search for me. They use it my Duolingo and my last IELTS and they put in the process. Because I got 6.0 and I got 100 and they use it this.
okay,
My
so were you
process.
already approved?
No, I started today. I don't know. If
Okay.
I get higher, like 6.5 or 110, I will complete the documents,
Mm-hmm.
But I use this because in my law, the law, the letter that the university sent for me to apply the visa, they quote that I have my I was approved to the course in April, on April, because in January
No, in April, you're right. It should be in April.
April, and in January I need to do the pathway, just studying English. So I need to prove to the university that I have the 110 or the 6.5, and they will change my law, my letter, that says that I can start my course in January. But it's not for my visa, it's for the university.
Mm.
Okay?
Okay, so anyway, do you know the website, right? You can actually explore the website of Canadian immigration, and it will explain everything to you what you need to do and what are what the requirements are. Did you already explored?
No, my
Yeah.
husband does this every day, every time. And but I'm not doing this, checking the website. And we contracted a company that is applying the visa. But me, Mariana, I didn't check this information on the website.
Yeah, you can also check so that at least you have more ideas about like
Yeah,
the application process,
yeah.
because
I don't have too much time, so I was focused on studying and my husband on the documents.
yeah. Okay, so probably after your test this Saturday, after your test, probably next week you start exploring
Yeah, yeah.
the immigration website because it will help you a lot. Because
Okay,
I
okay.
think you qualify. You don't really, because for example, I have my sister-in-law's cousin. Okay, the cousin of my sister-in-law, my brother's wife. They arrived last month from the Philippines. They came here as a family. So my sister-in-law's cousin, the girl, is the principal applicant. So she's taking some courses right now in an institution. And they didn't really need a lot of money to be able to come here because they are like four, two kids and husband and wife. So if they were able to do it, why can't you? Right? So it
Yeah.
means you can really do it. All you need to
Yeah,
do
but
is
we are doing in the traditional way. This is what my husband said said for me,
no told me
told me
or
it
said to
was
me. Yeah.
told me it was that we can apply for two kinds of visa. This one that we started today is a traditional one, and it gets about 12 weeks. But we just have 12 weeks until the day that we need to take the airplane. So
Mm.
I need more weeks to prepare, to tell in my job, to prepare my house and everything else. But in the other kinds of visa, it's a new kind. It's about Juliana said about the told us about this kind, the second kind. It's faster. We can have the visa in 20 days. But this kind, it's more expensive, and I need the highest, and I need to control more money. In this another kind. But we won't do this kind. We were trying and checking, collecting data to know and choose our ways. And on time, I was studying, and my husband is studying the documentations and the ways that we can do. And I was studying because I know that this grade, this course for my IELTS is good for anything, for my university, for my PhD on next year, or even for my immigration. Immigration or my visa, sorry.
Yeah, the only difference between academic and general is of course the one that is required for immigration, right? The only big difference would be task one of the writing, because task one of the writing in general is writing a letter or an email, which is way easier, right? And of course, the reading will be academic. It's more advanced. Unlike the general, it's about life situations, it's about experiences, it's about probably some issues like in our society and everything. So, the general module of the IELTS, which is required for immigration, is easier than the academic. It's really
Okay, so
academic.
I will need to do another IELTS, yeah?
Yes, but it will be easier for you.
Okay.
Yeah, because task one of the academic writing is really challenging for many people because you have to be accurate with your description or interpretation of any graph or chart, right? So there are certain words or phrases that we need to use. Yeah. So yeah. But with the essay, you're already okay. So most of the topics here are more academic and more advanced, but you're okay. But of course, in the immigration application, you have to have seven or higher. Don't get lower than seven because that will affect your language ability, the score. Yeah. So anyway, whichever is easier or faster or more convenient for you, then go for it. Like the application, I would say. Okay. So anyway, I will send this back to you later. Okay. So let me see. Now, some of the questions here are also questions in Duolingo. Similar. But these questions were already asked in the IELTS exam. So it can be both a practice for you or for Duolingo or IELTS. Okay. I don't know if I already asked you this. Have I asked you this question, Mariana? Can you please check?
Yeah,
Oh, you
so
did?
yeah. Remember that I told you about the structure?
Ah, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Remember?
Yeah,
There is a public one because you have very good structure.
yeah, okay. So what about this? I think not
No,
yet.
no, it's a new one. We are more and more dependent on machines to
Dependent. Dependent.
dependent on machines to function in this modern world. Some people think this is a negative development. Do you agree or disagree? Can I answer?
Yes.
I think that it's not negative, but we need to be very careful with this development because we need to manage how how long can we stay using the machines and which time we need to choose or we need to have a person talking or having a relation and and caring about something. Like if I use every time a machine, sometimes in a conversation, we can this cannot work. Cannot works like
Cannot
when
work.
I'm
No
calling
S. Cannot work.
cannot work
Mm-hmm.
when I'm calling to my mobile company and I'm trying to make some question, an individual question about my plan, about my payments, and they start to put me in the beginning of the like
Conversation.
the conversation, and sometimes for the beginning, like to know which way I need to go in this call, for example. But if I sell, Mariana, I sell course, an MBA course in my university. And if you come to have a conversation with me, it's better to talk with me, Mariana, because I
In
will
person.
ask in person, because I will ask about your desires, your background, and everything that you want to be and what to do. But if you need to make your book to the course, I prefer that you use a machine because your data will be there, everything will be on the system, and will be more practical than talk with me and I have notes with your data, you
Mm-hmm.
know.
Mm-hmm. Okay, very good.
So you can manage. Sometimes we can use machine, and sometimes we really need to use persons.
Yeah, okay. That's good. Good response.
I heard a sentence that I love it. That is, if if you don't want to be substitute
If
for
you don't want to be a substitute, yeah.
not a substitute. If I don't want to be if my position will be a machine in my place. How can I say?
Yeah, so
If I
meaning
don't want to be
I don't want to be replaced by a machine.
replaced, if you don't want to be replaced by a machine, don't be a machine.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Well, it's similar, if I don't want to be substituted or replaced by a machine, then yeah, okay.
Oh,
Yeah, okay. I don't know. What about this one? Choose one of the following careers and explain why it is important to society. Have you answered this? I can't remember.
no,
Okay.
no. I will choose my profession and yours.
Yeah,
What,
okay.
what
But
is
you have to
it?
explain, yeah, why?
Yeah, it's very, very, very important career because we can create a new society or our old society, and we can make difference in the people's life because we can teach, we can manage, we can like teach a new way of negotiation, new way of search, new way of speaking, and we it's a very powerful profession. I love this profession because we can imagine when we hear deployments, like if I got my scores next week, I will say thank you, Luisa, you changed my life because it's very important for me, this scores, and whole teacher taught me was you in your profession. And I know how powerful is this when I hear my students tell me, "Hey, teacher, this subject changed my way of
Changed.
operating,
Changed.
changed my way of operating in my company, and now I'm having my results, and I'm still very proud because our profession, it's very very important to the society, and if we can, we know, if we know this power, we can make uh, many changes in the society that is very need.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, I totally agree with you because nobody can become an airplane pilot, any of this profession, without a teacher, right?
Yeah, yeah,
So,
absolutely.
yeah, I think it's the most rewarding profession.
Yeah, I don't like to say that one is most important than other ones because we don't know the parameter. We don't know the point of view, but it's a very important one.
Of course, yeah, of course. Yeah, totally agree with you. Okay. So that's the way to explain things. If you get any topic that is similar to this. Okay, even in your Duolingo, you know, like all the Duolingo always has this time constraint like okay, speak about this in 2 minutes. Describe this picture in 2 minutes or 5 minutes. Write about this in
Yeah, but
uh
it's not a topic like this one. It's like a picture with three girls
yeah,
in a
you will
party
describe.
drinking. So what I will say about it?
You will have to describe a picture and sometimes it's kind of weird. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. This one.
yeah, we are disagree. Explain your answer. The word is not very safe place anymore to bring up children. Oh, I disagree because the word it's if it's not safe for children to bring up children, it's not safe to us. So we need to prepare our children for this word. It's like I how can I say that it's not a correct word for my kids? If the word is correct for me, I can say or I can prepare and uh, I can change the way that my children are born. Like I'm very worried when I see the culture in Brazil that we need to gain advantage from everybody. Like I spent a long time to can pay your amount. And I was very nervous about this because it's my way. I don't like to do this. I like to pay in the correct day, and I'm very correct. But in my country, people would say, "Oh, it's good because you can pay after, and if you don't want this class, you can don't pay." You know, the culture
You
like
don't
to
need to
gain
pay. You don't need.
everybody pay, and they like to gain advantage. And I'm very worried about the children that lives in this culture. So, but I don't think that it's not safe. I think that this uh, this age, the children needs to change this the way of the culture and many things that is wrong. But
Mhm.
it's not that is not safe.
Yeah. Okay. So you still believe that it's still safe to bring up children. I think it all
Yeah,
depends on how children are raised. Yeah. Okay.
yeah.
Mm-hmm. Or it depends on how you set examples to your children as well. Okay, so probably one more. Oh, this one. It can be a topic for speaking or writing. Oh,
Easier. Oh,
this one,
two. There.
this one.
Let's check. Okay. Okay. The way people live. Yes, in this century that we are living. Oh, since last century, I think so. We are getting more practical because I think we don't have too much time to cook. Like we can find a box with everything that you need to make a cake. You can buy a frozen food that you can prepare or just to put in the microwave and in 2 minutes you will serve your kid. It's it's easier to prepare, I'm sure about this. And this change improved the way of life of people life. I'm not sure about it because I think that is improved and it's easier to care about home things, about my kitchen, my house managing.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not sure about my way of life because on Sundays, like Sundays, we love in my home to cook and stay many hours
In the
uh,
kitchen.
in the kitchen and preparing something. If I know, oh, Luisa likes to eat Brazilian food, and on Friday I will buy the
The
Brazilian.
the ingredients.
ingredients, and on Saturday I will cut them, and on Sunday we need to prepare. So it's good to do this, but to work and to have kids and to don't have any help in home, it's good to have this kind of easier preparation.
Exactly. Especially here in North America, like in the US and in Canada. It's like there are many things that are already instant, but it's most in most cases probably not very healthy. It's
Yeah,
easy, it's convenient.
we have these options too, but we also have somebody to cook in our home.
Yeah, because
So we can choose, but we have these options. If I
yeah.
want, I can go to a supermarket and have something done.
Yeah, like for example, very similar, like Brazil and the Philippines, we can easily get like someone, you can easily hire somebody to work for you, like a housekeeper or a housemaid. Yeah, but here it's so expensive. No. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so anyway, do you still have any question? Would you like me to send you some reading or any listening? What else do you want me to send you to it?
I think that for tomorrow, I won't have time to practice. So, because we have class tomorrow, yeah?
Yeah.
And tomorrow I will work during the whole day. I will
Uh-huh.
start my meetings at 9 a.m. Normally, I don't have to go to my job in the morning, but tomorrow I will have two meetings, so I won't have time.
Oh, okay. So probably
But
we'll
if
just
you
do
want to
some
send me
practice.
a writing simple, if I have time, but I don't think that I will have. Okay?
Uh-huh. You want me to send you some writing tasks?
Yeah, and if I have time,
Yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
like the last time, and we correct together. But I don't think that I will have this time.
Okay, okay, okay. So anyway, I will just send you and try if you have time. If you don't, then it's okay. Or if you're not able to do it tomorrow, Saturday will be your test, right?
Yeah.
So if you don't have time to do, I will send you some exercises. If you don't have
Okay.
to the time to do them tomorrow, it's okay. You can still send them to me on Thursday and I can mark them for you.
Okay.
Yeah. So that you still have time to practice. More or less you know, yeah. So Thursday until Friday. It's up to you. Thursday, Friday I can do it for you.
Okay, Lisa. Thank you.
Okay, no problem. Okay, so I'll see you tomorrow then, Mariana.
Bye bye. See you.
So would it be the same time? I mean, like 9 o'clock or 8:30?
Yeah.
What's?
I think that it's better 9
Oh yeah.
because
Okay.
I will be in the way back
Yeah.
for my
Okay.
work,
So it's
my class.
better for me as well, so that I won't be rushed, because sometimes I
Yeah.
stay at school until 4. So
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Okay. It's okay. So
But
anyway,
you
I'll.
can talk to me if you need to change
No. It's
anything. Okay.
okay. Yeah, because I already told my director that I also have online classes, like after
Okay.
4 o'clock here, so they understand. Okay, but the thing
Okay.
is, I need to
I
rush.
will pay you our three last class. Yes, last week we had
Yeah.
one
Yeah.
today and tomorrow.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah. Yeah.
I will pay now because I want to finish this payment.
Oh yeah. Okay. Okay. And I will send you
Okay.
some. I will send you a set of exercises, and it's all up to you when you want to finish it. And
Okay.
Okay. So anyway, have a
Thank
nice
you.
evening. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Okay.